I've thought about us for a long, long time.
Yo, what up, everybody? It's Popular Stranger, and we got some NBA Live 2005 gameplay here for you for Throwback Thursday. If you guys enjoyed last week's Throwback Thursday, I hope you'll enjoy this one as well. This is some PlayStation 2 gameplay, of course, and I'm rocking with the Sacramento Kings going against the San Antonio Spurs, and this turns out to be a pretty good game, surprisingly, so enjoy the gameplay. But not only is today Throwback Thursday, it's also the NBA Draft. And you don't hear me talk about basketball much on my channel, but I do watch it a lot. I'd say it's my second favorite sport, next to football. But I do watch college basketball a lot more than the pros. I really don't get excited or get into the pros until the playoffs come around, and usually at the start of the season. But I because the draft's today, I thought we'd talk a little NBA draft. I don't really have a favorite NBA team. I guess you could say it's the Knicks because that's where Carmelo Anthony plays. I've mentioned it before. I'm from Syracuse, New York. Huge Syracuse basketball fan. And obviously Carmelo's my favorite player just because of what he did for this city, bringing us a national championship. And, he's just always been a favorite. I root for the Knicks. I was happy to see LeBron get his ring. I just don't think LeBron ever deserves the criticism that he gets, and I'm just happy that he finally got his ring. But as far as the draft goes, I had some opinions. A lot of my opinions might be based on Syracuse players, and I also follow a lot of North Carolina basketball. I've always liked them since I was a kid. So you may hear me talk about those players more than others, and I do apologize, but I'm just speaking of what I know. I don't want to give you any false information. So we all know the first pick is going to be Anthony Davis going to the Hornets, and I can't get mad at that. He should be the number one pick. In my personal opinion, though, I think Kid Gilchrist is going to be the better pro. I think he might even be the best pro coming out of this draft. Now, I know for a while he was supposed to be the number 2 pick to the Bobcats, but it seems like, and these are just mock drafts, and mock drafts, are kind of stupid. Even Chad Ford hates doing them, but he does them because it's his job. We'll just find out the order when it happens tonight, but I'd be really shocked if the Bobcats go with somebody like Beal, Terrence, or I'm sorry, I don't even remember his first name, Robinson, out of Kansas. I think he's going to be good as well. He was really impressive last season. Big, strong forward there. If they took him number 2, I wouldn't be, shocked. But again, I really think Kid Gilchrist is going to be the best pro in this draft. I hope he doesn't end up to the Wizards because that's like going to a black hole there. Just not a very good team, not a well-run team. I never really was a John Wall fan. I thought he was a good college player, but I just don't see him being, he was mentioned in the same breath as Derrick Rose coming out of college, and I just really don't think that's even close. Just looking at the draft order, again, I mentioned the Knicks. I forgot they don't even have a first-round pick. I would really love them to see them somehow trade up and get a first-round pick and try to go after Kendall Marshall from North Carolina. I think he's the best point guard in this draft. I know he's not very quick. I know he can't shoot, but he just has unbelievable court vision. I mean, he pretty much reminds me of a Jason Kidd type player, but I really want to see him go to a good team. I think he'll be a really solid point guard in the years to come. I think the Blazers are in a really good position with the young talent they have, and then to have the 6th and 11th pick. One thing I've seen a lot is that they may take Dion Waiters out of Syracuse. I don't expect him to be a good pro. Obviously I mentioned I'm a Syracuse fan. I watch a ton of Syracuse basketball. I think he made a huge mistake leaving early. I know he had a pretty good season, but when you're not even starting, when you're coming off the bench and still only averaging about 10 points a game, off the bench. It's good for college numbers, but I just think he could have. I think he could have stayed one more year at Syracuse, and that's not just the fan in me. That's me being realistic. And I saw some opinions that he could even go as high as fourth to the Cavaliers now, and I think that's ridiculous. I hope, I hope he ends up having a good career, but I don't think he will, and that's just my honest opinion. Um, I think he should have stayed one more year, been the leader on the team, took in that starting role, and then see how he did. But I think we won't hear from him again. Um, and I think Draymond Green out of Michigan State will be a sleeper pick. He'll probably go late first round. Some other busts, I think, Drummond out of, I can't remember, I think it's Connecticut. Drummond and Lamb, I don't think will be very good pros coming out of Connecticut. Harrison Barnes, I'm interested to see where he goes and how he does. A ton of hype coming out of high school into college. Didn't really live up to his potential in college, so we'll see, how he does on the pro level. Austin Rivers, you know, I'm excited to see what he can do in the pros because he is another player who didn't seem to live up to the hype in college, I thought at least. So I'll be interested to see where he lands. And just as a Syracuse fan, again, I really hope Chris Joseph gets drafted. I know he probably won't become anything in the NBA, but I want him to at least get his chance. And Fab Melo, I don't know. He'll probably be a first round pick. He has a lot of potential, obviously, ton of height. So I'll be interested to see where he lands. But let me know your favorite NBA team here in the comments. Let me know your draft thoughts in the comments, and we might even have a follow-up video at some point this weekend after the draft ends there. But you see, I held on for the victory, and it was a pretty interesting game there. And you see all five of the Spurs players. Why is there no bench players in this game? But again, it's Throwback Thursday, guys. I did make a Throwback Thursday playlist, so you can check that in the description. Also, don't forget to follow me on Twitter. And if you want to see more, Throwback Thursday, don't forget to leave a rating down in the bottom. Click that thumbs up. I'm out, guys. Peace.